And now moving shows. That's great. Hey. And now moving shows. That's great. Hey. And now moving shows. That's great. Hey. Oh, after the summer, working in the garden. No, I'm planning on going camping next week, and then going to Ireland in August. Oh no, I got that. And I had a horrible thing. I got hit like 20 minutes with this. I went to the house too slow. Must won't come out. Oh, metal.
It is a little humid. Yeah, do you want one?
I did a tally.
Do you want one?
No, because once I sit down, no one knows. Anyway, you had fun with this? Yeah, but not in that motor park. I've done Paris.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Paris.
Yes.
Yeah, Paris.
We
It's all about the country.
either over there. Is that where you were sitting? Oh. Oh, good. I just wasn't right. I think you were right here. But if I never. Yeah, that works. since we have been out on our temple courtyard for our first outdoor summer Shabbat service. You can hear the birds chirping. The humidity's gone down a little bit. It is good to be together to bring in Shabbat, to celebrate the end of our week, the day of rest and joy, and to sing and pray together. Welcome back, Michael McLaughlin, helping us with music on piano. Please add your voices as always. Welcome to those joining us on live stream as well. The rabbis said if you can't pray outdoors, you should always pray in a place with windows. So we have the best of all worlds in this opportunity to pray in nature, to appreciate God's creations, to appreciate our natural world. We're going to bring in the light of Shabbat on page 2. It is an honor to invite Brianna Hazarek, and if you want to bring any helpers with you, you can. They're welcome to come help. Again, we're on page 2 as we bring in the Shabbat light. For ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. We'll continue with Psalm 96 on page 13. Again, being outdoors, a reminder to infuse our prayers with new spirit, with new breath. Sing unto God a new song.
Yeshua.
With Lachadodi, we'll join in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on that last verse, if you're able, I invite you to face our doorway tonight, which is our entire lawn here at Beth David, to face the trees, breathe, and bring in Shabbat. And our call to prayer. Yitada v'yikada shemei Rabba be'alma divrachute yam nifmachute v'chayechon u'yom echon u'chayedecho beit Yisrael b'agala u'bizman kariv v'yimaru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam olam be'almaya yitbarach V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, Shemei v'kusha b'richu, La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, La'niran be'alma, Ve'yimeru, Amen. Page 28. Let's read together in English on the top of page 31, our blessing for creation. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. We continue on page 32, Ahavat Olam, God's love for us. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Page 34. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. We'll continue with Ve'ahavta on page 36. And I happen to know that if you were in 4th grade Hebrew this year, this is familiar. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela ושמרתך בביתך ובמלאכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let's join together in the English on the top of page 39, especially on this 4th of July weekend. We recall ancient words of freedom. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Join in our song of the sea, page 40. Continue on page 42 as tonight the sky is God's shelter of peace spread around us and can feel the breeze a little bit. We pray our evening prayer. We maybe lie down in peace this evening and rise up to a new day. Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chaim. Ushmor Seitenu Uvoenu L'chaim Shalom Me'ata v'ad olam. Ashkiveinu Adonai Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Although it's the evening prayer, we need to stay awake a little longer for cookies that are coming. We're going to turn now to page 45. I invite you to join with me in the English. Words about the meaning of Shabbat. A thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind and joy in the trees. Shabbat arrives in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night. Eternity utters a day. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit as we begin our tefillah on page 46. continue silently either with the words on the pages or a moment for the prayers of your hearts, and feel free to be seated when you are ready. Together on page 62. Take this moment in our service to add a prayer for health and healing. You can find Mishabach on page 253, page 253. We are especially praying for these members of our community and families: Colin Monroe, Enrico Mascaro, Annette Zarakian, Benjamin Horowitz, Bradley Dichter, Mateo Goldman, Esther Rushovskaya, Eileen Arnone, Jean Sands, Tom Fiorino, Jerry Spingarn, Beth Gottlieb, Joseph Sands, Ethel Sherinow, Rhea Rebecca, Ida Kublin, Peter Lawrence, Sarah Bat David Yosefia, Herb Kupferschmidt, Linda Asher, Alan Aflito, Rosalind Slifka, Jonathan son of Anna, Peggy Monroe, Arlene Altman, Bonnie Shulkin, and Ann Heller. If there are other names that you are thinking of, you may share them out loud or in your hearts.
Adam King, Jeffrey Bella,
Lori Fells, David Fuller, Marty Fowlers, Anita Harvey, Ashley Hicks.
Marianne Pastor,
Shabbat Shalom. I'd like to add a little song this evening. You know it. You're welcome to join with me. Here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. These words, I can find end there. These words were first written in 1908 on a piece of scrap paper on a train ride to Manhattan, New York. For most of us, they represent the start of summer and the love of the American sport, baseball. Most of you here already know that this rabbi is not a huge sports fan. However, I would like to take a few moments tonight to illustrate some important connections between baseball and Judaism, including this week's Torah portion. First, Judaism and baseball both require a minyan. 10 adult prayers, or in the case of baseball, players. Until the batter steps into the batter's box representing number 10, 9 players are just standing around the field. You can't throw someone out if the batter doesn't step up to the plate and swing. Second, there is the Jewish idea of returning home. In baseball, the goal is to come full circle from home plate, running around the bases, and sliding back into home. This is similar to the circular path of teshuvah, of repentance or turning, knowing that we will miss the mark more often than not, and eventually, hopefully, return home a changed person. A baseball haiku captures this sentiment. Struck out the long walk home in the dusk. Third, while my favorite baseball movie of all time, League of Their Own, would tell you that there is no crying in baseball, there is sometimes cursing. Cursing at the ump, cursing when striking out, of course, here in Boston, the curse of the Bambino. In baseball, a successful hitter is cursed more often than blessed. Like how a 300 hitter gets out 7 out of the 10 times. This season, even the great Mookie Betts, now playing for Rabbi Micah's beloved LA Dodgers, is only batting .256. It's not easy to miss the mark only 7 of 10 times. What can we make of this phenomenon in baseball? It is possible to turn curse into blessing. 3 out of 10 hits becomes a blessing because at 300, you're one of the best hitters in the game. So too in Judaism, which brings us to this week's Torah portion, the double portion of Chukat Balak. In Parshat Balak, Balak the king of Moab summoned the prophet Balaam to go curse the Israelites. Saddling up his donkey, Balaam soon becomes infuriated when his donkey refuses to follow orders. Balaam strikes out 3 times, as 3 times his donkey strays off the path and finally refuses to go any further. After enduring several blows, the donkey speaks out, saying, "What have I done to you, that you have beaten me these 3 times? Look, I am the same donkey that you have been riding all these days until today. Have I been in the habit of doing this to you?" The angel of God finally lets Balaam pass, but only if he agrees to follow God's instructions to bless the Israelites rather than curse them. The Torah describes how Balaam came to the encampment and looked out and saw Israel encamped tribe by tribe, and the Spirit of God came upon him, and he uttered the words, "How good are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael." This is a powerful Jewish theme the possibility of turning curse into blessing. The rabbis asked an important question about this story. They asked, what did Bilam see in that moment that led him to change the curse into blessing? They imagined that Bilam saw the Israelites' tents open to one another, marked by mutual care and respect, and how each tribe was part of the greater whole of Jewish community. Modern Rabbi Leah Berkowitz reflects how Bilam himself changed in that moment. In her midrash called Maybe It Happened This Way, she imagines Bilam telling his donkey on the ride home, I don't know if anyone will ever hire me as a sorcerer again, but even if they do, I'm not going to curse people anymore. Cursing is a coward's move. I'd much rather give a blessing. I think I'll send a blessing back to the king so that he learns to see the good in people, like I did. Well, from the idea of minyan, of 10 people, to returning home, to turning curse into blessing, other philosophers, even outside of Judaism, have also noted the spirituality of baseball. Permit me to quote one of the most famous passages in a baseball movie, Bull Durham, spoken by the actress Susan Sarandon, who said, I believe in the church of baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I've worshipped Buddha, Allah, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, trees, mushrooms, and Isadora Duncan. I know things. For instance, there are 100 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 100 stitches in a baseball. When I heard that, I gave Jesus a chance, but it just didn't work out between us. The Lord laid too much guilt on me. I prefer metaphysics to theology. It's a long season, and you gotta trust. I've tried them all, I really have, and the only church that truly feeds the soul is the church of baseball. As Jews, hopefully we can all find meaning in both religion and baseball. Tonight, we celebrate and honor a team that has achieved both. The Tornadoes, Temple Beth David softball team, many players are here tonight, by the way, players and prayers. Name the Tornadoes, the members of our softball team are beacons of light, of bat and ball, and Torah. You have made our Temple Beth David community very proud this season. I understand almost undefeated, only losing one game in the regular season, one game in the playoffs, but you made it to the playoffs, so that's awesome. And thanks to the Tornadoes, we have a lovely Oneg tonight too, so thank you for sponsoring our Oneg. And you make Temple Beth David proud. So even though the Jewish Softball League of Boston is over for this season, guess what? Torah continues year-round, and we can all always look forward to coming home. So lace up your shul shoes, oil up the siddur, put on your uniform, kippah, talit, or whatever works for you, and step into the box. Playing the Jewish game can't start without all of us. Shabbat Shalom.
Next football.
You know, I'm going to leave the football commentary to Mike Reese here, if that's okay. So definitely wouldn't want to touch that. We can continue to celebrate Shabbat tomorrow morning with our early led meeting at 9 a.m. here in the library, led by Mark Beal. Mark, are you teaching about Chukat or Balak? Because, you know, double portions, so. Oh, okay. Okay, well, you've got, you know, a few hours to figure out. I guess you'll be studying Torah all night, right? All right, sounds good. Other than that, we are a little quiet here at Temple Beth David for the coming week. Our office is closed. I am available. So a little bit of a quieter week. Look at your weekly shofar coming up for other things happening in our community. And next Shabbat evening, Rabbi Michael will be back, and we also are blessed with a baby naming during our service next Shabbat evening. And now that we are in summer, we will continue to be outdoors if the weather permits. Otherwise, we'll be back inside. If you are wondering, you can always call and figure it out. So Usually it's a balance between heat, humidity, rain, sun, all those good things. For this evening, and again, thank you to the Tornadoes for sponsoring our Onig this evening. The Onig is in our foyer, just right behind me inside, so you're welcome to get food and stay in there or bring it back outside. Thank you again, Michael McLaughlin, for lifting us up with both klezmer sounding and Sephardic sounding music tonight. So great to have you. We are going to move now into our concluding prayers for this Shabbat. Page 282, if you're able, we rise for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'adenu l'yosef reshit, shelo asani koyin haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam kalkinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam. Anachnu korim u'mishtachanim u'modim lifnei Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu v'ne'emar v'hayeh Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo
Thank you.
We turn now to page 294 and remain standing if you are able as we take this moment to remember loved ones who are no longer with us. We are especially remembering these loved ones who have passed away in recent weeks. This week, friend of Mark Albion, Dr. Lovemore Mubigi. We are remembering Jacqueline Rosowski, mother of Andrew, mother-in-law of Linda Ross. We were remembering Enid Watsky, mother of Matt Watsky, mother-in-law of Nancy Gottlieb, and grandmother of Sarah, Liz, and Rachel. And Mark Lipschitz, father of Karen Murstein, father-in-law of Brian Murstein, grandfather of Samantha and Haley. We are remembering these loved ones whose yahrzeit, whose anniversary of death occur at this time and season. William Arbor, Isaac Beck, Isidore Beanstalk, Norma Bordeaux, Ruth Mendoza, Amy Fasper-Kurtz, Louis Krasnow, Catherine Ledger, Rita Perrell, Bernice Rubin, Frida Schramm, Jerry Bernard Seligman, and Jerome Spingard. If there are others you are remembering, you may share them with us. Join together, Yikadal, V'yikadash Shemei Rabbah, V'alma Divrach Yirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon U'vyomechon, U'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agala U'izman Kari V'imru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Me'olam U'lamei Amaya, Yitbarach V'yishabach V'yipa'ar V'yitromam V'yiznaseh, V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shmei d'kusha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran ve'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rama min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Chronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We are going to turn back now to page 5 for the blessings of Kiddush and Motzi, and some of you may have heard me mention cookies earlier, so just heads up, when we get to Motzi, if you have not yet become our bat mitzvah, you get to come up and get the first taste of challah. So I'm giving you a heads up about that. So it's interesting, when we discovered the adult B'nai Mitzvah class, because we just had 9 adults become B'nai Mitzvah, and so they had not, but you actually become bar mitzvah when you were at the age 13 and Jewish. It just is a matter of marking it and celebrating it. So in this moment, it's kids who are yes, but any adults can still become bar mitzvah. All right, we are on page 5.
I hear the melodies.
But whenever you're ready, really. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu mitzvotav v'asavanu, v'shabbat kosho v'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron le'masei bereishit, ki hu yom techila le'migrae kodesh, zecher li'tziat Mitzrayim, ki banu macharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'anim, ve'shabbat koshecha ve'ahava u'ratzon yinchatanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. Not yet, we need to do Motzi.
That's why.
All right, well, it's going to come up, get the first bite of challah. We're going to join in our blessing. By the way, great, I'm glad to have some helpers come on up here. You can even come behind the table. Yeah, come around. So after we bless and join our concluding song, if you are able to give a helping hand tonight, there's some stackers in there for chairs. So if you're able to help bring chairs in, that makes Roberta's life a lot easier. Again, food is behind me. And all right, what do we think is underneath here? It is, you're right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem mi'haaretz, Shabbat shalom. All right, enjoy Shabbat shalom. All right, you guys can join your parents again. Again, thank you. Just Yasher Koach. Congratulations to our Tornado softball team again. We are going to end page 294 at the bottom. Words of peace. May God who makes peace above bring peace here amongst us and all peoples. Oh, say shalom Roma. Uya say shalom aleinu. Ve'yako Yisrael. Ve'yako Yoshvei Tevel. Ve'iru. Amen. Play ball.
Red Sox. That was good for you.